Chapter 26. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the rules of the game. The art of guiding. The art of guiding. The art of grinding. You feel me? Something else that you need to make a practice of doing if you're going to be a businessman, any kind of organized person, organized general, manager, or anything of that sort. You need to get into the habit of writing things down. Sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, all the time, writing things down helps you bring those things into this material world, into this physical world. Once you write it down, you brought it into the material world already. That's another thing to bring things from the spiritual realm into this physical realm. Write it down where you can see it. Bam, now you can see it. It's in front of you. Now you can visualize it. Draw pictures of it. You can draw pictures of your goal, and they will actually come. They will actually come to life. This is proven. You don't have to believe it, because you don't have to believe it for it to be true. It's true. It's going to be true whether you believe it or not. I write down goals. For instance, like when I first got out, I had so much shit on my mind. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm doing every fucking thing. You know what I'm talking about? Everything came my way, I was doing it. I was like, how the fuck am I going to focus? But right before I got out of prison, I was in my studies real strong, so I knew about this principle. So I knew I had to write this shit down somewhere, the shit I really wanted to do. I had the first few things that I wanted to do, I wrote down on a piece of paper, like the day before I got out. I was getting out on like a Friday. And on Monday, I was like, I wanted to be recording a song. I had a bunch of music. I was like, I gotta be recording a song, I want to be in the studio. By Tuesday, I want to be going to get my driver license. I had to go do some shit that I didn't want to go do. I was getting fucked up. I was drunk the whole fucking time. The first days, first out trying to chase women, I didn't have time to go to that. I didn't want to go to this shit, but I knew I had to go do this shit. I'm like, I want to do some amazing shit. I want to get in the studio. I want to start rapping. I ain't got no money. I don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? It was like a couple more things I wanted to do that just the average motherfucker can't just walk up and do. But on that Monday, some kind of way, the forces were with me. Sent somebody my way. My sister knew this dude had a studio, and he liked my sister. And she was like, man, my brother want to get in the studio. Bring your shit over here. And he was like, shit, I'm coming. He came right over. You know what I'm saying? He liked my sister. This nigga recorded about 3 songs for me, hooked the beats up and everything for me. So I'm like, bam. I showed my mama. I'm showing her, man, like, look, I'm getting shit done. I'm writing this shit down. She laughing. I'm like, cause God is real. I'll just give you the example that anything can happen if you put your mind to it. You write it down. Shit will come to you, man. You ain't got to work to get it. The forces will bring that shit to you. You got to bring that shit into existence, though. So that's the importance of writing. You have to write shit down. When you start a business, you're going to have to keep logs, documents, records, what you're doing, how much you're making, how much you're spending. You got to keep good documentation of what you're doing if you're going to be an effective business person or an effective hustler. It's all a part of the art of guiding. It's all a part of that, you know what I'm saying? You got to make good notes so you can see what you're doing. Because when you can see what you're doing, then you can see where you can fuck it up. You can see what you're doing good at. You can adjust your game. You can tighten your shit up where it's weak at. You know what I'm saying? And keep your shit strong where it's strong at. When you can see it. When you can't see an actual full picture of what you're doing, then that's when you start falling off. Your game start getting rusty. And you fall all the way off. You are not going to succeed like that, trust me. And that's 1,000. So write down things, ideas. Sometimes you get good ass ideas. You be like, man, that's a good ass idea. You know in your mind this is a good idea. You might make $1 million off this shit. And you go to sleep. Or somebody call you. Or you get focused on some bullshit and get going and it distract your attention. Then you forgot that shit. You be like, man, what the fuck was I thinking about? It's because you forgot to write that shit down. You should have wrote that whole ass shit down. You put it in your phone, write it on a memo. As soon as you get it, boom, it's a song. I usually just go into the digital microphone in my phone and record the tune or melody or idea or whatever it is, so I don't forget it. You gotta do that shit right away, cause I get a lot of ideas. Sometimes somebody call me, a bitch will come through, or I'll be like, God damn, I be done forgot the goddamn song, the hook. I'm like, bitch, you just made me lose $1 million motherfucking dollars, ho. I'll be like, what's wrong with you? I'll be like, shit, bitch. On some real shit though. You gotta write shit down. You know what I'm saying? You have to. When it can mean money to you, when it comes to goals, goals are very important that you write them down and put them somewhere that you can see them every day. I used to write my goal down. I had a goal for the week. Like, I want to make this much money by Friday, and I make my shit, because I be writing down my shit because I know how much I expect to make per day. I know it. I see what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing what I'm doing. I'm not just going to work and trying to fuck around and make a little money here or there. I'm out here trying to go out here and see what the fuck I need to do to make my money grow. Am I making it grow? Is it worth my time? Do I need to be doing something else? Selling something else, or what? You know what I'm saying? How can I make it better? How can I improve my shit? You gotta always be trying to go up, bro. That's that ambition. You gotta be wanting for something for better all the time. You gotta have the desire to be wanting better, to achieve better all the time. I know a lot of people out there coming to this next chapter as I start to wrap things up, bro. You know, you really need to do research on opening your own business. You can find all of this information online. Paperwork necessary, the steps you need to take. You don't necessarily need a lot of money. You just need a permit or a license. Once you get a permit or a license, you can start doing any kind of business that you want. If it's a bigger business that you need permits or special licenses for from the government, you can research all of that online for what you need to do and make your shit happen. You have to do the research though. You have to take the time, get online, research. There's no reason these days for anybody to be ignorant when you can just pull up any kind of knowledge online at the tap of a button. See what I'm saying? Anything you want to know how to do, you can just go online, look it up. You know what I'm saying? You can look up how to make doo-doo into weed brownies, and they'll show you how to ferment that shit and do that shit exactly right. There's no excuses, step by motherfucking step. And it should be just like you a professional. So it's all about what you want to do and what you go after, what you seek. Is what's going to come to you. It's the law of the universe. It's the law of attraction. Whatever you attracted to is going to come more towards you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you go towards, that's what's going to be going towards you.